Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have something really interesting to talk about. Now, the My Hero Ultra Impact Discord, which I always link in the video below, has posted a game guide or something under the game guide section on their Discord server, and that is an Ultra Impact unit ranking tier list. So this is kind of cool because it's obviously different than like tier lists you've seen me do on my channel, where I just kind of put characters where I think they may or may not go based on my understanding of the character and where I have used them and how I like them and how I think they act in the game. This tier list that they have composed is actually really nice, and I gotta give them props for it because, man, this is so cool, and it's really going to change the way people understand the game, and it's going to help immensely. This is like, realistically, this is something the game itself should have in it to some degree, because like over here on the notes side, you can see right here, they kind of tell you about all the different things that are going on with each character. Like normally it'll tell you increases character's power, increases character skill impact or speed or things like that, but it doesn't always give you a percentage in the game. Well, it will tell you like low, high, medium. Over here in the ranking tier list that they have set up in the Ultra Impact Discord, they actually give us percentages like 25% power, 15% power, 25% speed for all these characters here, so that's really nice. So you know just what the chances are, or the RNG is, of you actually getting that power up, skill down, impact up, things like that, or the chances for a bind or freeze or burn, all of those things. Now you have a better idea of how likely you are to get that RNG. So this is really nice. And then beyond that, they have also gone and added in all the different categories in the game right now. So you have USJ events, VE Tower, ideal usage for PvE, so just general PvE like the quest mode or events, and then arena. So they not only give an overall rating for the character, but they give ratings based on all the different uses, which I think is really nice. Like the overall rating is kind of just there, and it's not something that I'm like particularly like, wow, this is a 9.0 character, I need to have them above everyone else. I wouldn't look at this tier list like that. I wouldn't go and be like, oh, I need to have that 8.8 Shinso right there because he is just going to be so much better than everyone else. Everyone else is garbage compared to them. Don't look at the overall ratings on this tier list. Like, I like that the overall ratings are here, but be careful with them, because they're not everything. The things you guys want to focus on in this new tier list is looking at the USJ events, the VE towers, the arena, the ideal usage. Look at their individual uses for these characters, because I do think the people over on the My Hero Ultra Impact Discord have done a really phenomenal job with this and putting it together, this tier list, because I like, for example, this Tamaki Amajiki just came out. In USJ events, the USJ yellow, where you need a yellow team, he is a great character. He's definitely a 9 because he's going to tank for your team, which is what the yellow team needed so desperately, was a tank. And so he's really good. And then if you have Aizawa coupled with him, you know, Aizawa's going to do the damage while Amajiki's tanking. So he's definitely a 9 for USJ events. I would totally agree with this ranking. I would agree with the VE Tower ranking for the same reasons. All PvE usage. And then arena, I haven't gotten a lot of chances to use him. My board is only 6 on him. I do have him only level 80, so I haven't gotten the chance to use him in arena yet. From what I can see, he is kind of a little bit squishy, but there's definitely memories. There's plenty of yellow memories, mind type memories, that can buff his health, buff his stats, things like that. So maybe he doesn't die as easily, or if you couple him with Mirio or Aizawa or things like that. So I could definitely see him being a 9 in arena, but just based on my use, I don't know if I'd say he's quite a 9. But everything else right here, I would agree with. And the same, and I just used Amajiki as an example for you guys, but pretty much everything else on this tier list, I would agree with as well. They have done a really good job with where they have put their ratings and things like that. So they, like, this is like one of the most unbiased tier lists you're going to find, and it's really helpful and really good. It kind of puts me out of a video in the future, because I was planning on doing like future videos every few months on tier lists and things like that. I mean, I can still do those if you guys want those, just based on my opinions of characters and things like that. But the people over here in the Discord, I feel like, have an equally good understanding, if not better understanding, of the game and of the characters as I have. And so I would highly recommend this tier list and what they're doing with it. It's really nice. It's a nice breakdown compared to the normal like tier maker we use over on tier maker, I guess. I don't know what else you call it. So this is really nice to have all these breakdowns and stuff like that. So really quickly, the last thing I want to talk about is like some characters to look out for, some characters that are really, really good. And like I said, don't just look at the overall rating. When I'm going to be describing this, I'm not looking at the overall rating. I'm actually going to be looking at the all the different areas that they're good in. So this Shinso right here, you'll see a lot of people like argue about Shinso because they'll say he's garbage or they'll say he's really good. And I will tell you right now, he is S tier. Very, very. You can see the 10 plus right here for ideal usage PvE. He is very, very good. But beyond just the 10s that they put here, they tell you why they put the 10s, which is amazing. Because he is the strongest debuffer in the game. Absolutely true. Aizawa maybe being next. And his confusion is an 80% chance. Skill impact is... he reduces their skill impact by 20%. Defense down by 30%, speed down by 30%, enemy buff cleanse, crit rate down by 30%, and he has strong damage below 50% due to reversal or resilience. So this Shinso is absolutely nuts for PvE. However, in PvP, being a debuffer, you know, is not what you're looking for, because PvP right now, currently the meta is all about speed. It's all about getting big attacks, big numbers to kill your enemy. And so, of course, Shinso is not going to be very good in that meta. Of course, the game is still evolving. The game is changing. So keep in mind that this could change. This could go up or down. And I hope, what I'm really hoping, is that as the game changes, as the game evolves, they keep this tier list updated. If not, we'll be back to tier maker. But I'm really happy with what they've just put out and what it looks like, and it's really, really cool. So Shinso, one of the really good characters to look out for. This Bakugo, Merciless Assault, Destruction Bakugo. Now, I actually have this Destruction Bakugo, and I do have the blue Bakugo as well. Personally, I favor the blue Bakugo. But I do know, and I've heard many people say it, that this Destruction Bakugo is very, very good. I don't know if I agree that, like, overall this Destruction Bakugo is better than the blue Bakugo. Like, the reasons are fair, because if you read this, it says incredibly strong defense debuffs, 15% and 30%. Strong damage with heavy composure effect, very good friend unit option, self-speed buff, 30% above 50% HP, he'll get that speed. And then self-charging plus ultra effect. That's all pretty good. And I'm not arguing that it's bad. It's really good stuff. But then if I scroll down here to the blue Bakugo right here, if we read his abilities, strong debuff effects, burn, blind, defense, once again. But this one burns and blinds. Passively increase own attack each turn for each enemy killed, and for each enemy killed. So that's really good if you kill enough enemies. And then very strong plus ultra damage. Plus 40% skill damage if target is burning too as well. So this guy puts out really, really big numbers. And you see here, they've only given him a 9 on USJ events and VE Tower. Whereas I would maybe put him at a 10. I would put him... I think the purple Bakugo and the blue Bakugo are pretty much on par for everything. Like, he only got a 7 in Arena, whereas Destruction Bakugo, where is he? Got an 8. So there might have been a little bit of bias in this. I don't know. Maybe hard to say. But those two are very, like, ranked very closely together. And I would say purple Bakugo, like, still, even though I think blue Bakugo is equally as good, they are correct in saying that this purple Bakugo is a 9.5 overall and giving him 10s on all of these. My only argument would be maybe bump the blue Bakugo up a little bit because I think he's really good. But of course, that's my opinion, and I know they're trying to be as unbiased as possible. So let me know in the comments if you agree that blue Bakugo is at least on par with purple Bakugo, but that's just my opinion, okay? So far, just to recap, I was going over the best characters on this tier list, ones to look out for. Shinso is definitely up there. Purple Bakugo is up there. I would argue that blue Bakugo is up there, even though they've kind of done my boy dirty here. And then I'm going to skip that Uraraka for now. I might come back to her, but someone I really want to talk about, this beast right here. Oh my goodness. I actually just pulled him a few days ago, and he was one of the fastest characters I have ever gotten to level 90. I was so excited to pull him. He is good. You can see it right here. Good in everything, and that is not an exaggeration. And let me just read what he does real quick. Pro hero support, 30% power, cleanses temporary buffs via plus ultra all, and AS1, 1 buff, 2 turns skill seal on AS2, is excellent for all game modes. Auto skill number 2 gives plus 40% speed while above 50% HP, making it beneficial for arena. Really beneficial for arena, making him one of the fastest units, especially when coupled with speed memories. Yeah, that is no exaggeration. So this guy has some of the highest power in the game. He has some of the highest speed in the game. And then on top of that, he can cleanse buffs, and then he can seal basically enemy skills. He is absolutely just nuts. Like the definition of the broken unit in the game right now. I'm excited to see what they come out with the anniversary, but it's going to be hard to top this guy. This guy is just a beautiful, beautiful unit. So good. Okay. So that is the 4th character to watch out for. And this is in no particular order, of course. I'm not saying that purple Bakugo is better than this Aizawa here, but be looking out for purple Bakugo, blue Bakugo, this yellow Aizawa, and the Shinso. They're all really good. If you get any of them, it's already a dub. And then other characters that are really good on this list, some that you might overlook. Let's see if I can find them really quickly right here. Strength Never to Fall. This Strength Kirishima is very good. You can see he has a 10 for arena. He is pretty decent in VE Tower and USJ and stuff like that. They say I would agree he's like a 7 or a 6 in VE Tower USJ, simply because he has damage reduction. But I don't think this Strength Kirishima is as good as the blue Kirishima, in my opinion. I don't remember if the blue Kirishima is ranked higher or not. I think they're about the same. I think the blue one is slightly better, though, in my opinion, for PvE, because the barriers can completely negate a plus ultra of an enemy. So that's why I think the blue one's just a little bit better. Let's see what they said. But look out for red Kirishima. He is very good despite his overall rating. So like I said, just don't trust the overall ratings. Or don't trust them, but don't just go on the overall ratings. Look at everything. Look at everything there is here. Where is the blue Kirishima? I might have already passed him. There he is. Okay. Also a 7.8. And you can see he's got like 7s across the board, and then boom, 10 in arena. Yes, very good in arena. He has those barriers, which are very good. However, I'd probably put him, like I said, slightly above the red Kirishima here. And I know there's a lot of people who argue about which is better, red or blue. But blue is just the complete damage mitigation of A+ Ultra is just hard to beat. And if you want a character that cuts damage like red Kirishima, blue Kirishima can do this too if you have the right memory. So it's just, it's so hard to beat. Yeah, look out for blue Kirishima too. He's really good. So if you're new to the game, if you get a Shinso, if you get an Aizawa, if you get purple Bakugo, if you get either of the Kirishimas, you're in a good place. And then the other 2 characters I would say you're going to want that are really good would be this Ochako or Uraraka right here, the intelligence one. I'm going to have to scroll all the way back up to the top. This Wild Curiosity Nejire Hado. She's also very good. And I find it very interesting that they have rated the overall rating of Nejire lower than Uraraka. Where did she go? Uraraka, who has a 9.0. And some of you guys might be seeing this right now and be going, ah, no, that's not right. That's so not right. But at the same time, I have to say, Ochako is very, very, very good for PvE in comparison to Najire. Now, Najire is obviously the go-to for, did I say PvE? I meant PvE. Ochako is very good for PvE if I didn't say that. I think I said PvP. I might be wrong. My memory's all over the place. It's late at night. I'm recording this. Anyways, Ochako is very, very good for PvE, whereas Najire is very, very good for PvP because she gets that plus ultra on turn 3 for your team. Okay, now you can see here Ochako's arena rating is a little bit lower, but her PvE ratings are higher because of the fact that she can increase ally crit, she can give evasion to your whole team, and the fact that she has counters. The only bad thing I would say about this Ochako that I would really wish they would have done is, in addition to her counter, give her the ability to draw aggro if she's going to counter, because chances are enemies aren't going to target your Ochako unless you have characters that hide, like Mineta. But how many people really run an SR Mineta? So yeah, maybe they'll come out with more UR characters in the future that can hide. I think maybe UR Asui can do it. It can hide, or like camouflage. I actually don't have her, so I haven't ever looked into it, but maybe that might be the only UR that can do that. So if we ever get more URs that can hide, then that's going to make Ochako like way more viable, because she'll be able to counter and then they'll have no choice but to attack her. But as of right now, the only thing I think holding her back from having like perfect 10s across the board for PvE is the fact that she can't always guarantee a counter, because she's not always going to be targeted in PvE. So that's kind of a problem with her kit. So that's probably why they've given her 9s instead of 10s here. But overall, a solid support for PvE. Okay, and then lastly, I want to talk about Najire. I'll come back up here. Okay, Wild Curiosity, Najire Hado. 7, 7, 9, and 10. So you can see, obviously rated lower. Uraraka, Ochako had 9s here, whereas Najire has 7. The problem with Najire is that she just doesn't really buff anything but plus ultras and have passive healing. Like her passive, don't get me wrong, her passive healing is really good, but all she does is like increase the rate that the plus ultra fills up, and then she heals or passively heals. So that's what she does. That's her kit. Whereas Ochako, on the other hand, is going to increase crit. She's going to get dodge and things like that. So that just makes Ochako better for PvE, giving Ochako an overall higher rating. Now, the fact that Najire has a powered down is not lost on me. I didn't include that in the PvE here when I was talking about it, because it's not really going to be, I mean, it's okay. It's only 25% to all enemies, but it's not that big of a difference compared to reducing crit and things like that Ochako does. Ochako is just like so much better. But that power down is going to be really, really useful, especially in arena where you want to power down 3 enemies that can hit you really hard. That's really good. And then she's going to be able to increase the plus ultra gauge of all your characters, so you get a plus ultra turn 3 with all your characters. And then she's going to passively heal your characters in addition to having an active heal. This is like literally, as it says over here, a staple on most competitive PvP teams. Absolutely, absolutely a staple. Really, really important character to pull, and still not the highest rated character. So once again, be careful with these overall ratings. Look at everything. Look at these ratings over here when you're looking at the characters. If you're trying to figure out how to build an arena team, if you're trying to figure out how to build a VE tower or USJ team, this is a great tier list to use. It really does an amazing job, and I've been saying it all video of telling you where and how to use these units. And the last thing I want to say, and I didn't point this out before, but hopefully you guys have figured it out as we watch this, is they also tell you the roles of the characters. So it tells you if they're utility, DPS support, and stuff like that. So that is really, really nice. The rest of these characters are all good in their own right and good in their own way. They all have their uses for tower challenges and things like that. But if you pull any of the characters that I just talked about, you are in a good place. and you are ready to dominate this game. Literally, all those characters are just so good if you pulled any of them. And of course, that is my opinion. Let me know if I left out any of your favorite characters. Let me know if you think any characters are like, if I have this character, I'm ready to dominate the game. This character is amazing. This character is awesome. If you think that about your character, let me know in the comments below. This is the new tier list on the Discord. I will link the tier list below in the video as well as the Discord. So make sure you go check that out if you would like to use this tier list or see it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. Thanks for watching. Peace.